subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification bell.
Hi friends, how are y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Brandy and I do things food related content. And I do try to keep it somewhat healthy, but that's not always the case. But today I am sharing my March meal plan along. I think the way I'm gonna try to do this video is my March meal plan and then all my grocery hauls for the month of March. So you can see like what I kind of keep stocked that I don't have to purchase. And the key for this month is to use what's up, mainly what I already have, just to keep the budget kind of in. We've been spending money like crazy here lately and we're going out of town next month, so we need to reel it in a little bit. Okay, I do like to meal plan monthly quite often. I just find it takes the guesswork out of having to do it like every single week. However, these will get changed around or whatever. I just had a lot of meals floating in my head that I knew I wanted to make, or I knew like I had ingredients that I need to be making. So today is actually the 7th, but I did do this Friday night, February 28th. So let's just walk through the whole thing and I'll throw in my grocery hauls afterwards. Okay, so for Saturday, we're gonna have lasagna, and this is not homemade lasagna. This is some Italian frozen brand individual. They had a great sale. We picked a couple up, and I don't like doing lasagna, like taking it to lunch, because that takes way too long to microwave. So we actually did that in the oven. They weren't the best, they weren't the worst. It was a little higher point dinner, but it worked. You know, we watched a movie and called it a night, and easy peasy. Tonight is Sunday, and I'm gonna make a big batch of meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and then a side of kale and carrots. What prompted this is I don't really make meatloaf often, and I made it last month at the request of my husband, and it was delicious. And they had a great sale on 93.7 ground beef, which will be in the haul you see right after this because I picked it up already. And mashed potatoes. I got a couple instant boxes. I also have some fresh. I'm not sure if I'm going to combine it or what I'm going to do. And kale just sounded really, really well. Tomorrow, Monday, I'm actually going to have like kind of like a self-me date after work. I'm going to go get kava, which is like probably my favorite fast food. Rio, no sir, no sir. Yeah, so I'm gonna go have a self date at Kava. Love that place. And then afterwards, I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's. And I already kind of meal planted kind of around Trader Joe's, but I'm gonna get a lot of fun fruits and vegetables. I love picking those up at Trader Joe's because they're a little different. So this weekend we got stuff that was on sale and stuff from stores that we had to have. I'll show you that next. But my bulk of my haul is gonna come from Trader Joe's. Hope I can work that into this video. That one may be a standalone just in case it's too much stuff. Tuesday, we're gonna have fish tacos. There was a great sale on cod last week at Tom Thumb, and we have some leftover corn tortillas from a meal prep I made for my friends and family. So that's a great use of those ingredients. Wednesday, we're gonna do a Trader Joe. They have these pre-made dinners that are chicken and rice and vegetables. They're really, really good. All you need to do is like add a sauce, and we already have some. So we're gonna pick those up. On Thursday, I'm gonna make chicken lettuce wraps, just like P.F. Chang's. I've been craving those, so we'll do that. Friday, we're gonna go out. If not, we'll just eat leftovers. Saturday, I always keep like easy dinner if we're not going out, and I say KFC bowls. Sunday, I'm gonna make a big batch of stuffed bell peppers. And then that week, I have my Sun Harvest box, which I've absolutely loved here lately. It's a new subscription box I'm trying. I really, really like it because I feel like the meals are unique. And not only that, they're quick because it's really basic ingredient prep. And then they give you the prepared sauce. So it makes the meals taste really spectacular with not me having to do a lot of work. So I'll get that box Monday, and we're gonna have sole, which is a type of fish with a chickpea salad. And then Tuesday, we're gonna have I call it Sun Box, but it's really Sun Harvest. We're gonna have a sausage and lentil stew. And then Wednesday, we'll have leftover stuffed bell peppers. The 13th, on Thursday, we'll have quinoa salad from Sun Harvest, but I'm gonna add in some chicken because that one didn't have a protein. At least I don't think it did. And then Friday, we're gonna do pizza and salad. This will be frozen pizza, keep it simple. And then Saturday, we'll go out to eat. And then the next week, I'm gonna do a bowl week, and this is which I may switch those. We'll see. a bowl week, and this is where I plan to do a big meal prep on Sunday and prep my vegetables, prep my proteins, and then we'll just build out the bowls throughout the week. And my idea is on Sunday to actually have pitas, so not bowls, but then using similar ingredients. On Monday we'll have Mediterranean bowls, and then Tuesday we'll have Mexican tacos, and then Wednesday we'll have a Trader Joe's just like frozen meal, whichever one I find. And then Thursday we'll have taco bowls using the ingredients from the actual tacos. And then Friday we're gonna go out. Saturday we're just gonna grill some sausage and have some sausage sandwiches with whatever side we come up with. And then on Sunday I'm gonna make creamy Dijon dill chicken. If you noticed on Sundays when I like to do a meal that like provides more, is a little more intense. Also, I do my bigger cooking meals on Thursday because I work from home every other Thursday, so you may see that as well. Monday I'm gonna make shrimp and orzo. I've been craving this. I saw someone I watched, I can't remember, Sophie, I can't remember her channel name, but she made a chicken sausage and orzo meal, and I make a shrimp and orzo one, it's very similar, so I was like, oh, I need to make that. And then we'll have leftovers on Tuesday. On the 26th, I'm just gonna do spaghetti, and we'll have leftovers on Thursday. And then on Friday, we'll have frozen pizza and salad, and then Saturday out. And then on the 30th, on Sunday, I thought we would roast a pork shoulder and have pork shoulder sandwiches, and then leftovers on Monday. And it will give us leftovers throughout the week, that next week too, for April. But the key to my meal plan, to keep it simple, is you see like every other Friday I did a frozen pizza. I don't always do that, and then, but sometimes if you don't really have that many ideas and you're trying to keep it cheap and you're trying to keep it simple, it's best to kind of repeat. It just helps. So I rotated, like on Friday we'll go out, and then the next week on Saturday, and then on Friday, on Saturday. We typically only try to eat out about once a week, and we do pretty good with that. Sometimes on the weekend we may eat dinner and breakfast or lunch, but it is rare we do that. Like today is Sunday, and the only meal we ate out was today. We went to lunch, and that's it. So that is my meal plan. I should not have to buy that much. One, because I keep this stock freezer, fridge. Two, because I shop. Two, because I meal plan around what's in that freezer and fridge. Three, because I do have a meal box coming, and we're going to Trader Joe's. I get a lot at Trader Joe's, and I'm going to Costco. I'm going to Costco on the 3rd, or going to Costco next weekend, but I don't think I'm going to pick up much for the meal per se there. It's just a lot of other things we need. So, okay, I hope I can get all my grocery hauls of the month of March in one video and it not be too terribly long. But if it is, I'll just like pull out and make separate videos. Okay, stay tuned to see the hauls. Hi friends, how are y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brandy, and today I have a small grocery haul for you all. I went and did just a small pickup from Tom Thumb. I placed the order last night. Tom Thumb's our local grocery store. It opened about 4 months ago, and they have some great sales. So pretty much almost weekly I shop the sales online, and that's pretty much all I buy from there. Whatever is on sale, and that's it. But all of this food came up to $100 and I think like $20 or $30. And after my coupons and everything, I got it for under $60. So 50% savings, which when I look at it, if you paid $120 for that, that is like insane. Like that would be silly. Like I wouldn't. But when I look at it for $60, pretty happy. So let me bring you over, show you what I got. And then I'll be getting more groceries this weekend. And so we'll also roll into those hauls. Okay, stay tuned. A small haul from Tom Thumb. Let's get into it. I have scanned everything I need to scan, I believe. So let's start right here for the front. A few of you viewers have said that this bread is good because it is bigger than my normal Sara Lee, but yet it's still only a point per slice. So I'm excited to try this. Typically, I'm not really a fan of traditional whole wheat bread, but I think I can make it work. One piece is 60 calories versus the Sara Lee that's 45. But I'm not too concerned about that because when I eat sandwiches on the Sara Lee, I find they're just too small and don't fill me up. So I'm excited to give this one a go. Who is she? Oh, Addison Slice of Hope. Oh, that's cute. That's cool. Oh, it's a Make-A-Wish Foundation. See, she has a respiratory disorder. And she wanted to go horseback riding in Hawaii. How sweet is that? Good for you, Addison. Anyhow, they had a sale on 93% lean ground beef. I got this whole thing for like $13. And how many pounds is it? It's like almost 3 pounds. So I got it for like, I think like $4 a pound. Actually, yeah, like $4.50 a pound or something like that. So I'm really excited about that. I've been excited to incorporate ground beef back into my menu. I also got some center cut bacon. This is a point per slice. You have to get the center cut because it says it's way lower in calorie. 2 slices are only 60, and I think the regular one's like 120. However, I will say when I cook this one right next to like other Oscar Mayer bacon, to me they look the same. Like I honestly think Oscar Mayer is just like lying to us. But I buy it because when you scan it, it's 2 points. So I just got some greens. I like keeping greens on hand, and I like arugula spinach combo. So gonna give these a go. It does say it expires in 2 days, but I think that will be fine. Everything I bought from Tom Thumb is only because of sales, FYI. Same Crunchy Crock light like this. It's 1 point per the serving, which is like 1 tablespoon, 35 calories. Use this in place of real butter. Got some bananas. I don't know why they gave me organic. I didn't order organic, but they look good nonetheless. This was an error. I ordered fat-free milk. They did not give me fat-free milk. They gave me the 2%, which is 4 points per cup. So that was disappointing. I actually put in for an error because I want my normal one. I want my fat-free one, not this one. So we'll see what they say. Maybe I can take it back tomorrow, but I don't even think they'll take it back. I think they will just issue me a refund or something. I don't know. Maybe my husband will use this one. But I got these for like under $4 a bottle, which is really good. I got Fresh Stacks whole wheat crackers, which is 5 points for the serving of 5 crackers. That does not seem right. I think those are less. Let me scan those again. That doesn't seem right. Yes, something happened. This is not 5 points. They are 3 points. So you can have 5 crackers for 3 points. So a great option. I don't even notice that they're whole wheat. Okay, we got coffee, and this is really why we put in the order. It was buy 2 boxes, get 3 free. And we like Dunkin', so they didn't have many flavors available because I think the sale's been going on quite some time. But we just did 3 regular and 3 hazelnut. It comes out to 36 cents a K-cup, which is a really, really great price. So that's why we did that. This Kashi cereal, my husband's trying to get a little healthier. And with the cereal, we thought this was a good option. And it was on sale for $2.25 a box. So we got him 2 boxes of the peanut butter crunch, which he's never tried. So he's excited to try that. And then a few other things. We got 3 TV dinners from there. They were all only $1 each. Last time we went there, they were on sale as well. So we picked them up and tried them for the first time. We hadn't really had smart ones before that, so we weren't sure, but he said they're fine. So we got this one, which is 340 calories, and it is 10 points. He will eat that one. And then he also got the angel hair with marinara, which is 4 points, 200 calories. We just have some chicken, rotisserie chicken in the freezer that he's just going to throw in with this to bulk it up. And then for also rotisserie chicken one, he got the Santa Fe rice and beans, which is 300 calories as well. And then the last thing I got was a non-food item, and it is paper plates. And their paper plates have been buy one, get one free since they opened, which was like 4 months ago. And I did a cost comparison, even compared to Walmart plates and Costco plates. It's cheaper to do this. It's $4 for all of these. So comes out cheaper. I did the math. I'm back for the second part of this February grocery haul. We went to H-E-B today and just picked up a few little things. What prompted this is my husband needed some hair stuff and it was on sale and he was totally out. So we ran and just got the necessities. I am going to sorry, my vacuum's talking. I am going to Trader Joe's this week. So I didn't get very much produce, even though it's the weekend and I usually do the heavy produce and whatnot on the weekend. So I'm gonna go Monday to Trader Joe's. So this is just what we had to get because it was either A, at H-E-B, or 2, because I'm using it to make dinner Sunday night. So let's go over the items. Nothing bundt cakes, not at H-E-B. It's like in the similar area, and they have a Oreo one, and Oreos are like one of my husband's like favorite things. So we just went ahead and picked this up while we were there. We're gonna split it. We only got one. We're trying to be good. Figured I'd show it since it was in the bag. But some non-food related stuff. I was completely out of cotton balls and cotton rounds, and they have been out of stock at a lot of places. So I was happy I was finally able to grab these. We got his hair stuff. This is the one he likes, the Old Spice cream. He says it's like good mix between like not too hard and not making it look like wet. So got that. Eggs, need some eggs. I'm actually in the middle of a breakfast prep and I had to stop because I didn't have enough eggs, but anyhow. So that will go to this breakfast prep. We're gonna get a lot of eggs when we go to Costco next weekend, so we didn't want to buy too many. But got my husband his favorite banana cream puddings. These are one of the items we only find the big ones at H-E-B. So every time we go to H-E-B, we pick some up. We don't go to H-E-B that often anymore because it's a madhouse, and I just don't really like shopping there. But these are 9 points each. I do not like them. I got 2 things of Ready Whip Light. It is, or the fat free, there's 0 points each. And I just ran out the other night, so I went ahead and got 2 because they had a coupon if you bought 2. And this is another thing that I don't find the fat free everywhere. So it's usually always at H-E-B, so I went ahead and picked it up. I have been enjoying having yogurt bowls, and this is one of the yogurts I like. There are higher protein yogurts, but I really enjoy the flavor of this one, so that's just what I went with, and the price is right. So 1 cup is 4 points, but I don't really use that amount, so not too concerned there. Apple cider vinegar, just because I was all out. Breadcrumbs, I'm making meatloaf tomorrow, and I'm getting low on breadcrumbs, so I figured I needed to go ahead and pick those up as well. I wasn't sure if Trader Joe's had breadcrumbs. I bet they do, but I don't know. It's 3 points per serving. One of my favorite low point bread options are these Central Market ciabatta rolls. They are only 3 points per roll, which I think is amazing. So love those. And then we got 4 things of green beans. These are all for my dog, 0 points. He eats them because he's on a diet. He loves green beans. There was a new flavor, Alani Nu. H-E-B tends to have new flavors of Alani Nu quite often, and when I see them, I do pick them up. This one's Strawberry Sunrise. Sounds yummy. Have to give that one a go. Got a thing of my Starbucks coffee for 0 points. The Alani Nu is also 0 points. Pick up coffee there because it's one of the cheaper places, so, you know. And then I think just 2 other no point items. I got kale. That's what I'm going to serve as a side to my meatloaf tomorrow. And my husband picked up a bag of these Jim pears because they were a good price. So all in all, this portion of the grocery haul was $60. I thought pretty good. I don't know. So it was $60 yesterday at Tom Thumb, $60 today. Monday I'm going to go to Trader Joe's, and then next weekend we're going to Costco because there's a big sale of the items we want. But then I'm going to try for the rest of the month not to really do much. I just needed to correct myself. The $60 also included 2 things of the H-E-B flavored green teas. My husband drinks these and loves them, and they were on sale 2 for $8. So just wanted to correct myself there because that's a good portion of this week's budget. So that's it for this portion of the haul. I will be back to show you Trader Joe's. Okay, this portion of the March haul will be Trader Joe's. I didn't get too terribly much. I just went today after work, but of course I did pick up flowers. I got some yellow tulips. They look really pretty, but I always have a hard time figuring out what type of vase to put tulips in. I feel like I'm not good at styling them, if you will, but I'll give it a go. Okay, I think I said it, but if not, I spent $123. I've already meal planned this week. However, they were out of quite a few ingredients I needed for my meal plan. So I'll either have to shift it or make do. We'll see. This is part of like my whole March monthly grocery haul. So let's get into it. Okay, let's start down here in the frozen section. I believe these are new frozen shiitake mushrooms. They are 0 points. Nothing is added. And I absolutely love shiitake mushrooms. And we're having chicken lettuce wraps this week. So I figured I'll probably add this entire bag. Pretty good price too. I think it was like $3.50 or so. I think these were new too, or at least new to me. Seasoned corn ribs. How fun are these? These do have points because I guess they have like oil and stuff. They're 5 points per serving. I just thought they were interesting and will be a different side. Sticking on the corn, I got this roasted corn. This is 0 points. Oh, I think it's 0 points. Yes, it's only corn roasted. I love this corn. I always get a bag when I go. It's great to add to bowls or Mexican style meals. As a side, I also got their peas for 0 point. I feel like Trader Joe's has the best frozen peas. I don't know why, but their peas are superior to the other peas. Keeping with sides, I had to pick up a box of chicken spring rolls. I think I may have one still in my freezer. I couldn't remember. So I went ahead and got them. I love these because they're only 3 points each. And they're really good egg roll, or spring roll technically. I have never tried the shumai, and I've been curious about it. And so I picked up the chicken. They had a pork one as well, but you know, chicken's less points, so that's why I went with. And it's 4 points per the serving. I don't know if we'll eat this as an app on a night we have Chinese food, or if we will make it a main meal. I haven't decided yet. Sticking with the Chinese meals, I got chicken lo mein, and this one's like the low fat one. It is low point. I wrote it somewhere. Where's it at? It's 5 points, but that's for like almost half this bag. For 7 points, you can have half the bag, I think it is. So although this one's like not my favorite, it is a quick and easy option, and I just wanted a Chinese option. And I intentionally didn't get the orange chicken or some of the higher fat ones that I prefer. Trying to be good here, people. However, I did choose to splurge on 2 of the pasta options. This spaghetti carbonara I got last time for the first time, and it is well worth it. And I was afraid they're going to take it away, so I had to do it again. And it is 11 points. Last time I added pancetta, which made it more points, but I think this time I may just add center cut bacon to try to save some points. And then another pasta... Oh, Cacio e Pepe. What's it called, Byron? Cacio de Pepe. Cacio Pepe. Why don't we know what that means, but whatever. Anyhow, this one's slightly lower point at 9 points, and we'll just have like maybe some grilled chicken, or do you think the spicy Italian sausage will go with that one? I'm trying to decide, because usually we eat these spicy Italian sausage with a red sauce pasta, but I didn't get it this time, which maybe I should have. But I love these chicken sausages. They're 4 points each. I just personally think these ones are very tasty. Not low point, but I can make it work, are these carne asada burritos. We're just going to split these. It's 2 burritos. They're 490 calories per each burrito, but they're absolutely delish. And we're just going to serve them on a bed of greens. 14 points. It'll be worth it. It is what it is. Okay, the last frozen item, I managed to not get any treats except this hold the cone. I absolutely love these. They are 5 points per cone. They have a lot of different flavors this time, but I find the chocolate chip are the ones I prefer because the cone tastes better because it's chocolate. Down here, a little few pantry staples. I got 21 Salute seasoning. I absolutely love this seasoning. Been buying it for years and years. This is one of the few seasonings I feel like they like keep on hand. I found here lately, I've been wanting tomato paste when I cook. And so I just saw this and was like, yes, that's what I want. That's all it is. No added ingredients. Tomato, well, that's not true. Salt. But that's okay. 0 points. I like for a grain to have some quinoa and farro, but sadly they were all out of farro. But I have used up the last of my quinoa the other day, and I do prefer this tricolored one. It's 4 points per serving. Love that. And then if you've been here a hot minute, you know the only protein bars I eat are Bear Bells. I got 2 of the salty peanut. I got 2 of the caramel cashew, 1 cookie crisp, and 1 chocolate dough. And these are 5 or 6 points. I don't know. I seem like every time I scan them, they scan differently. But usually I eat half and it only charges me 2 points. So get those. I've never bought their ketchup, but we just happen to be out of ketchup, so I grabbed theirs. It's 1 point per serving, or we're low, not out. Okay, we needed some Parmesan cheese, so I got this shaved Parmesan as Parmesan Romano. Sorry, my brain went blank. Asiago, and it's only 1 point per the serving of 1 tablespoon. Tzatziki, I absolutely love tzatziki. I like theirs and HEB's. It's super low point. It's only 1 point per the serving of, I think, 2 tablespoons, which is only 30 calories. So I love this for bowls mainly. And we're going to have pitas next week, so we'll eat that as well there. This is a splurge for sure. Garlic spread dip. I think this is going to be like the Cava garlic tahini type dressing that I absolutely love. It is 150 calories for 2 tablespoons, 5 points. Little will probably go a long way. Again, I'm going to add this to bowls and wraps. I'm so curious if it's the exact same thing as Cava's. And then I managed to stay away from the cheeses just because I was trying to be good. And we just finished quite a bit of cheese in our refrigerator. So I wanted to like give myself a break and not be eating meat and cheese. However, I couldn't pass this seasonal Irish Porter cheddar cheese. I figured my husband would like to try this because it does have porter, and it's 5 points per serving of 1 ounce. Also 5 points is this kettle corn popcorn. I kind of got burnt out on this for a while, but I saw it and I haven't had it in probably almost a year. So I went ahead and picked up the bag. I love it. It's 5 points per 2 cups. You can eat, obviously less than that to save some points. The only other thing down here that are points are these English muffins. They're 5 points each, 130 calories, which I think that's stupid. And to be honest, I may not count 5 points for these because if you eat the whole wheat ones of this same brand, they said they're 2 points and they're the same amount of calories. So, and I don't like the whole wheat ones. So I may just, I don't know. We'll see. This is all 0 points. I got green onions. We're eating some fish tacos tomorrow and maybe some lettuce wraps if I go buy lettuce. So got a thing of green onions to top that. They were all out of slaw mix, but I figured I could make some type of slaw with this cruciferous. I'm not a good reader. I can't sound things out. Okay, it's either cruciferous or I'm just screwing it all up. Okay, it's kale, Brussels sprouts, red cabbage, that sort of thing. Make some great bowls. Now, this does remind me of a base of Cava. Okay, we picked up our favorite little baby beach mushrooms. I think I'm going to use these. I was going to use them in the lettuce wraps, but now that I have those frozen shiitakes, I don't know. But I also did buy these shiitakes. Actually, I'm probably going to use these. I'm going to use these shiitakes in the lettuce wraps. Yeah. Daddy fly thingy. Got a couple onions just to cook with throughout the week. Jalapenos, a couple of those to top the fish tacos and whatnot. And then some snacking cucumbers. And I really wish I would have gotten a bell pepper. I forgot. Okay, so that is it for this portion of the haul. I may or may not have to run to Tom Thumb tomorrow, put in a little pickup order just to get a few little things. We shall see. Or I can swap some meals around too and make it work. I think that's the better solution. So it is the second week of March and I'm getting ready to do this part of the grocery haul. I don't need much because I have Sun Harvest Basket coming for 3 of our meals this week. And I also did a tiny bit at Costco and Sam's. I'll show you that now. But right when we got home, I also ran and picked up some Tom Thumb. I'm having to go in store because they keep sending me $10 off coupons and you have to use them in store. So they got me. So let me get all this scanned in. I already unpacked it, but I just realized I needed to scan it in and we'll go through this. I'll also maybe give you a little update of how the meal plan's going. Maybe. Yeah, why not? We're week 1. So I've already been through the first week of March, so I'll recap that meal plan too. So before I start on this grocery haul, let's recap how week 1 went. Saturday I had planned to eat frozen lasagna. We did that. Tuesday was meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and kale. We did that as well. We ate it for leftovers as planned later in the week. We had fish tacos as planned. We had carne burrito and salad. That was a meal plan change. I planned to make something else. Honestly, I can't even remember. Oh, I know. I planned to make chicken lettuce wraps. So I actually had to push that till today because I needed to go to the grocery store because last week I couldn't find everything I need. So that was a little swap. But other than that, we're on track for this week. No meal plan changes thus far. Just that one night. Doing good. Okay, I picked up a thing of Coke. It was on sale. I like a lot of variety of drinks in the zero forms. So I like to keep well stocked. And I was completely out of Coke. So that's good. My husband needed just some shampoo. And so he picked up this 2-in-1. Nothing crazy there. These water chestnuts are going to be for the chicken lettuce wraps tonight. There's 0 points per serving. The hoisin sauce I use to make the sauce for the chicken lettuce wraps, it's 2 points per serving. Not bad. And now these 5 items, sorry you can't see, these 5 items was part of a 5 for 5 sale, so we're just stocking up. Although I know I said I wasn't going to do that much this month. These are items I use regularly, especially like canned corn. We were completely out. So I went ahead and grabbed 2 things of canned corn. 2 things of brown gravy mix. Not sure if they'll get used this month, but you know, picking them up for half off is worth it. And then one day we're going to have tacos, so I went ahead and got taco seasoning. Just a little stock up. Nothing else was stocked up. Tomorrow I'm making stuffed bell peppers, and the way I like to bulk up my stuffed bell peppers is adding zucchini. I'll also probably add some carrots. These carrots are primarily tonight for my chicken lettuce wraps. I like to bulk up the meat with things like that in addition to the water chestnuts. Got some cilantro. Let me turn on this overhead. Got some cilantro to top my stuffed bell peppers with. Same for the avocado. My husband will snack on these with his TV dinners or whatnot. And then we will top our stuffed bell peppers. He eats a pair a day, so we got him 3 pairs. He still has some from last week. I love stacking on cucumber. This week I got the English cucumber. Sometimes I get the mini ones. Sometimes I get regular. Just depends. Chicken lettuce wraps, to me, you have to do an iceberg lettuce, so I got ahead of that. He eats a banana a day, so we got bananas and 1 for me. And then these fruits were 3 for $5. Great deal. So I'm eating yogurt bowls a lot this week in addition to sandwiches. So I got blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries, and all looked good, so I was excited about that. They had a sale on Lunchables, and even though these are, the ham and Swiss is 10 points and the turkey and cheddar is 9 points, I like keeping these on hand for a quick, easy lunch on the weekend. Just, you know, when you need a little snack and maybe you don't have bread and lunch meat. They're about 260, 250 calories each. However, I will say, like, if you make a sandwich, it's going to be about the same nutrition. So it is what it is. They had a sale on these, and these are the crispy, not this particular brand, but these rounds are what I like to put when I make my faux Chick-fil-A breakfast burritos. So I went ahead and picked up those because they were on sale. And you can have, it's 6 points for the serving of 12 pieces, but I only use like 3 or 4 pieces. So only like a point or 2. Love that. My husband got him this breakfast TV dinner just because it was on clearance. He wanted to try it. It is 14 points, but I mean, it's steak and eggs with creamy gravy. He's probably going to love this. And the nutrition, 380 calories, 21 grams of protein. Not bad. And it was like $2.50. I got a thing of butter because it was on sale and I'm completely out. I need to fill my little butter dish. TV dinners. These were on sale for $2 each. The smart ones we got last time for $1, but there's a lot of variety of these, and they, for the most part, they're pretty low point. So if you're looking for a TV dinner option, some of these I've had and are good, and some of them, mainly my husband eats them, but every once in a while I will. I think I'm going to eat like 2 this week. But we got the maple bourbon chicken, 17 grams of protein, 350 calories for 10 points. I think he likes that one. I think he's tried it before. I know he likes the unwrapped chicken burrito bowl, 310 calories, 20 grams of protein. This one is 6 points. I like this one, the herb roasted chicken. It's only 180 calories, 18 grams of protein, 1 point, but I will say it's not very filling, so I really usually try to bulk this one up with something else. My husband got the fried chicken with mashed potatoes, 330 calories, 15 grams of protein, and it is 7 points. Also 7 points is the shrimp Alfredo, 280 calories and 16 grams of protein. Also 7 points, Alfredo with chicken and broccoli for 280 calories. And they didn't put the protein on this one, 20 grams of protein. And then I got this one for me to try. It's 6 points. It's grilled chicken Caesar salad or Caesar pasta, 260 calories, 19 grams of protein. And then this was a mistake. This is not what I meant to get. It is chicken Alfredo. My husband will probably eat this one because I thought I was getting chicken a la king, one of my go-to stir-fry meals, but it's 390 calories and 23 grams of protein, and it is 7 points. Rio, you can't do that right now, honey. No, honey. Okay, this is something we've never tried, and honestly, I've never tried them because they're usually just too expensive, but they were on sale where they were under $3, so each of the containers only came to 70 cents. And my husband's also trying to eat healthy, so I think having things like snacks like this to take that he can snack on his drive home will be beneficial. These ones just have Gouda and Triscuits, and they're 6 points each. And then we got 2 of these sweet ones that have banana chips and dark chocolate with Monterey Jack, and they're 8 points each. And then the clearance section at Tom Thumb's has been so good for healthy desserts. They had this Nix, which is low-calorie ice cream. This whole thing's only 300 calories. For only, we made money. With all the stickers, we got it for like negative $1.70. But it's only 2 points for a serving of 2/3 a cup, and pistachio and chocolate ice cream is like some of my fave. And then my husband picked up these Dalai Lama yogurt bars. I don't really like yogurt bars, but he doesn't mind them. And they're chocolate dipped in fudge. And again, these are 5 points each, and we made money on this box as well. So let me get all this put up, and then I'll tell you the cost. So this week at Tom Thumb, I actually spent $60.58. And I saved a total of $77, which I feel like was really, really good. And at the end of the month, I'll tally up exactly what I spent on my grocery budget, so you can see my meal plan compared to how much I actually had to purchase. Granted, I do keep a pretty stocked fridge and freezer. And this month, I'm trying not to stock up unless the sale is just too good to pass up. Okay, for the next portion of the haul, it's just a tiny, tiny bit. We went to Sam's and Costco, but just really quickly, I needed a very few things food related from Costco. So let's see what I got. And Sam's, I keep forgetting that. We got Premier Protein. I don't like the Premier Protein, but my husband does, and they're a little cheaper than the Fairlife, so he said he wanted to give these a go for his protein coffees. So picked up those for him. I prefer cage-free eggs, and they've been like $6 to $8 in the store, whereas at Costco I could get 2 dozens for $10, so they were like $4.50. I think it was like $9 maybe. Yeah, it was like $9. So $4.50 a dozen. So I went ahead and got 2 because I'm meal prepping tomorrow, and I'll use probably a whole thing just meal prepping, and they stay good for a while. So I went ahead and grabbed those. I'm making stuffed bell peppers this month, so I went ahead and got those because it's actually tomorrow. These faux balls, we love these. I made them on my channel quite a bit. Weight Watchers does charge you like 10 or 8 points for these, but they're only like 270 calories. You can jazz them up. A great lunch option. I should have said the Pure Protein, they are 3 points per drink. The Ube Party Mix, this is probably the only thing we were going to get this month. Like, not this month, unhealthy. I shouldn't have said that. But I don't know. I love the flavor Ube, and we tried this in store, and it was freaking delicious. I don't know how many points it'll cost, because it's not in the app yet. I'll have to like add it in, but half a cup's 130 calories. I didn't think that was awful, kind of like for a sweet treat. And then at Sam's Club, I just picked up some olive oil spray because I threw away my Pam spray because it's awful. I don't even know why I went back to that. A waste of my money. And then I did get 4 things of coffee, and that's just because Sam's, it's only like 9 something for these 2, whereas in the store, this is like 6 or 7 nowadays. Some stores, they're even 9. So much better deal, and we don't go to Sam's often, so that's why I got so many. Hey friends, welcome back to the March grocery haul. Today is March 16th, a Sunday, and just got a little bit from H-E-B. Haven't needed much. However, I will say there has been a change to the meal plan. Originally, this week was supposed to be bowl weeks where I was going to prep everything today. Slight change due to my husband's going to end up working nights next week, and we have a couple things going on earlier in the week. So I pushed the bowls till next week. So instead, this week, today, we're actually eating out. And tomorrow, my husband's gone, so I'm not cooking that day either. So, starting Tuesday of this week, we're going to have the shrimp and orzo salad. Originally, it was on next week. I moved it up to this week. And then I'm going to make spaghetti with meatballs, which was on next week. Moved it up this week. We'll have leftovers. And then on Friday, my husband's going to cook one of the Trader Joe meals. And then Saturday, we actually end up get invited to a birthday party. So, we're going to go eat pizza with our friends for a birthday. So a little change to that week, but I wanted to say that. That's why I don't have many groceries this week, because a lot of those meals, like I already had everything. The shrimp and orzo is really the only meal I needed to grab things for. But next week will probably be a heavier grocery haul just because I'm making bowls. We spent right around $60, which honestly, when I turn around and look what I get, I just don't feel like it should be nearly $60 at all. Let me get my receipt. Yeah, so my whole receipt was $67. Okay, we'll go through it. Let me show you. I was completely out of lunch meat, so I went ahead and picked up this thin sliced turkey. It is 0 points per serving. They had a coupon for Alani News, so I got 3 different flavors. I got strawberry sunrise, which is really good. Breeze berry, which I think I've tried, and cherry twist, which I know I tried. These are, I think, 1 point per the can, but I only drink half a can at a time. We also picked up some Gatorade. My husband chose 2 of the Zero cherries. They're actually not Gatorade. They're a store brand. We wanted to try those out. There are 0 points. I like the cucumber lime Gatorade, so I was excited to try this one out. And the way I drink Gatorade and such is after working out, I just drink like a couple sips. So this bottle will probably last me like over a month. My husband saw this island pineapple jello and wanted to try it out. I will not be having any of this. I have no idea what the points are on jello. Sorry about that. And then we got some bone broths. These are just mini ones that you can drink. I have a few ideas, but we got a chicken. But this chicken's turmeric and ginger. My words today are hard. Regular chicken. And then we got 2 beef broths. I like that they were smaller. Just using those recipes and whatnot. Fat-free feta. I know this bulks up my bill quite a bit because it's like $5.50, but I really do prefer this one. And you know what? One person told me that when they scan this fat-free feta, same brand and everything, that it scans for points. It does not for me, ever. So let me show you. Scan, bop, bop. 0. Can you see that? It's not. There we go. So it's 0 points. So I think they must have the reduced fat and not the fat free. That's all I can come up with. But it is 0 points. And that's for the orzo, the shrimp and orzo salad. Same with the orzo. Got the orzo for that. I just realized that I did not scan anything. Orzo is 5 points per 1/4 of a cup dry. And then we just been out of hominy, and so we went ahead and picked up 2 cans of hominy, white and yellow. I just liked having that on hand for an easy side. It is 0 points. The shrimp and orzo meal, let me go get him. Okay, sorry, back to what I was saying. We just like having hominy on hand as an easy side. Don't have any plans for it like right now. Got a jar of artichoke hearts. These are used in the shrimp and orzo pasta as well. These are 1 point per serving. So yeah, so like all of this goes to the shrimp and orzo meal. So all of this goes to the shrimp and orzo meal. And so I did pick up a pound of shrimp. That is, they gave me a little over a pound, so it's $9.29. So I was telling my husband, you know, we ordered meal delivery last week, and I think, well, I need to stop doing that. It's so expensive. But buying all these ingredients right here, 10, and then this was over 5. This was almost like 4. And then the tomatoes were like 3 something. Then the artichokes. and we got tomatoes. After all that, that's over $20, and that's what the meal delivery service cost. However, yes, I'll be left over with some orzo. I'll be left over with a few ingredients, but it's not enough ingredients where you remake a meal, really. So in cases like this, it's cheaper to order meal delivery than it is to buy the individual ingredients, but that's okay. I just wanted to give that example with cost. So some bananas just for snacking throughout the week. These green beans are my dog's. He's on a diet. My husband got 3 green pears. They look great this week, nice and big. Like I said, we got green beans as the side to the orzo salad. My fruit for the week, I got these grapes. They looked yummy, yummy. And then I got these blue corn tortilla chips. The only reason we picked these up is because they were free. And they are 5 points per serving. They were free. H-E-B does that every once in a while, just gives you a coupon. And I really like blue corn tortilla chips, so we grabbed those. Just a few household items. We needed some waste baskets for like the bathrooms. We needed some Ziploc bags as well, quart size. And then I love these little Q-tips that, can you zoom in? Yeah, see how they have the pointed tips? I love those, and we walked by them, so I just grabbed them. So do you think that is worth $67? Okay, friends, I will be back later next week to show you the next round of the haul for the month of March. Bye. It is time for another installment of this March grocery haul. I just picked up an order from Tom Thumb. So let me get it out, scanned in, and show you what I got. Okay, I got it all scanned in. Let's take a look. And today is March 23rd, so there may be one more grocery haul next weekend. Not too sure, but I got a good mix of things today. Some of the norms, some new stuff. Let's start down here with the produce. I got a couple jalapenos. This week is the week of bowls, and we're doing a couple different Mexican style meals. So got the jalapenos for that. Also got a tomato for that. I plan on making some pico de gallo. Got a bag of avocados. These look pretty good. The avocados will be just for snacking, and then I'm going to make guacamole as well. Got some cucumbers. I'm doing Mediterranean bowls in addition to Mexican style bowls. Cucumbers for that, and then also I just snack on cucumbers. The tomatoes will be for the Greek Mediterranean inspired bowls as well. And then I got some cuties because they were on sale. We just like, or actually, yeah, these are mandarins, not actually cuties. And then I love the Simo citrus, so I got a bag of those as well. Got a bell pepper for snacking. I don't know if I'll put it in the bowls. I'm thinking, no, I think this is going to be snacking. Got my husband some pears. He eats about a pear a day. And we already have some other fruit, so this is just to round him out. Got some bananas. He has a banana every day, and I basically eat one a week. That's where our fruit goes. All that will go on this tray. I didn't really need meat, and this isn't for this week, but this was like under $4, which is really good. So whenever I see sales like that, I always pick it up. And this is the 93.7, 0 points. Really, really love using ground turkey breast. They had a deal on frozen vegetables, and I figured since we were having the Mexican style bowls, I went ahead and picked up the red and green pepper strips. And you know what? I thought this had onion, but it does not. But anyways, using things like this come in handy when you're making quick weeknight meals, so that way I even thought they were fire roasted. Okay, I bought the wrong thing, but that is okay. I'll still use these. I really like this California style mix too. Just like to keep a few of these on hand. We don't eat frozen vegetables like this often, but like I said, in a crunch, we like to have something like that on hand. They also had a sale on a whole bunch of variety of their potatoes, and we haven't bought potato wedges in quite a while, so pick these up. They're 3 points per the serving. I've been drinking and using Fairlife milk, but for a long, long time, I used almond milk in my coffee, and I've been missing it. So I went back and I got me some almond milk, unsweetened vanilla. I've never tried this brand, but I'm sure it's fine. And it is a 1 point per serving. Their Coffee Mate creamers were buy one, get one. So I got zero sugar Italian. My husband loves this one. I don't really like this one. And then chocolate caramel, one I really, really like. And these are 0 points per tablespoon. If you drink over that, it bumps it up to 1 point. Not bad. We've never tried this brand of yogurt, but it was on sale for like only 60 cents. And my husband loves cookies and cream flavored things. And it is 20 grams of protein. So I went ahead and picked up this just to try it for him. And it is 3 points per the cup. This week, my breakfast prep is going to be a quiche. And I couldn't find a lower point pie crust. And this one has great reviews. And I am not about to make my own pie crust. And it's 5 points for 1/8 of the serving, which is of the pie crust. So you can make it work for breakfast because I think everything we're going to put inside of it is going to be 0 points. So it won't be bad. We're going to have tacos in addition to bowls one night. So I picked up these and it's 5 points per serving, but that is for 3 taco shells. So not bad at all. My husband eats Pure Protein bars. That's the brand he likes. And they had a coupon. We usually buy them, well, we do buy them from Costco, but they had a coupon. So it made these affordable and he's never had this one. So I think he'll be excited to try that one. I got a thing of Sun Chips. They were BOGO this week, buy one, get one. And the other one was out of stock, so they didn't sub it, which is annoying to me. So I don't know if I'm going to take that back or not because I've never even had this flavor. I was just getting it to try. So I don't know. I'm torn. I don't want to be that person, but at the same time, I would have never purchased this. But it's 4 points per the serving. Baby goldfish are something I love to snack on. You can have a ton of these. It's like 90 of them for 4 points. So I usually just eat like a half a serving. I just like that they're little too. Okay, there was a coupon and it was on sale. I like to keep microwavable rice on hand, so I just picked up Jasmine. It's 6 points per serving of 1 cup. This was kind of a splurge thing. It had a coupon and it was on sale. And it's just a trail mix and it's s'mores. It's 8 points per the serving. I probably won't eat this, but my husband was excited for it. And then none of these TV dinners are mine. They're all my husband's. This week, I'm just going to throw together salad. I'm thinking about making tuna fish as well. But I'm just going to have easy lunches this week. Okay, so I got him Marie Callender's beef shepherd pie. This is a good point option. It's only 7 points, 310 calories, 17 grams of protein. I think he's had this one and enjoyed it. This is his ultimate favorite TV dinner, buffalo style mac and cheese. It is 14 points, 27 grams of protein, and 480 calories. He swears it's delicious. I've never tried it. That's just not really my flavor profile. And then these Boston Markets, I don't think we've ever purchased them, but they were on sale and they are huge. It is 12 points, 23 grams of protein, and and 390 calories. So 12 points. He'll like that one. He loves fettuccine Alfredo. Then another flavor I thought he'd really enjoy is chicken bacon ranch. This one's 18 points. It's 28 grams of protein and it's 510 calories. But these seem hearty. So at least it's not just calories without, being bulk. So that is all I got this week. It was $76, which when you look at it, it just doesn't seem like that's $76. Yeah, I know I say it all the time, but sometimes I'm surprised how much stuff costs, and I'm like, that's just the time, Brandy. Okay, friends, that's going to wrap up this March monthly grocery haul. I spent a little bit more than $550 for the whole month. It's just a family of 2, but I do want to say 2 things about that budget. You will see I didn't buy a lot of protein. That's because I keep a lot of my protein stocked from Sam's or Costco or other grocery stores when it's on sale. So therefore, I'm not having to pay full price during the month or the week that it's needed. And then another thing is I did get a subscription service in the month of March that was $75. So you can kind of add that on top. So we more or less spent $600 in the monthly grocery haul, which I don't think is horrible for a family of 2, all things considering. But again, if you really add up how much I spent on protein and other items I already have on hand, it's actually probably a little more than that. And I wanted to also explain kind of how I tracked the month of March. I also wanted to explain how I only showed 4 weeks for March because there is 5 weekends and I do shop on the weekend. And I did do a grocery shop on March 29th, but I'm not including it in this haul because that food is not going to be eaten in the month of March. So I didn't think that was really fair to include it on that budget. It would have been on next month's budget anyhow. But that's it. If you like seeing all the grocery hauls at once, let me know. The video got a little long, but I don't think it was too terribly long. That's it, friends. Bye.